friends, welcome to My So Bliss. Today I'm excited to share with you something exciting that I've been working on for the past couple years. I kind of was doing off and on a lot, so I would work on it and then forget about it for a while and then work on it. So that's why it took me so long. It's not normal to take this long. But now I just kind of wanted to check it off my goal list and be able to say that I've done it. And I have other ideas that I want to work on. So I finally released my first quilt pattern. I'm so excited. This is the quilt that I made. I'll put a full picture of it on the screen as well. It's kind of hard to hold up right now, but I absolutely love how it turned out. I call it the MUSE pattern. So this is the printed out PDF version. It's not in a booklet form yet. If there's enough interest, I'll definitely make that as well. But right now it's just a PDF that you can buy on Etsy. And it's a 70-inch by 70-inch size quilt. Great oversized throw size. And the first one that I made, well, the sample that I made is fall colors. So it was just fun that I happened to release it in fall as well, and just some of my favorite colors too. So it's quilt pattern for confident sewists, confident beginner sewists. It has been really fun to create, and it features some of my favorite blocks, quilt blocks. So I really love Sawtooth Stars. I think they are just so beautiful, and there's so many ways you can design them and use them, and I love them. So I have them a few times in this quilt, and then a lot of flying geese, a lot of diamond shapes, and then I love a good checkered, so I also have some checkered squares as well. But this was just the perfect beginner pattern for me to write, and really just got those creative juices flowing. So it's been really fun, like I said, to work on. So in this pattern, on the back page, you can see here some more pictures of it, but you can also see fabric requirements and everything. But it's full colored pattern, and I even have lots of pictures showing you step by step what to do. That is one thing that I, as a sewist, love in a pattern, is pictures and designs. I usually am following pictures more than I am the words of a pattern. It's probably not my best habit because then I miss things, but that was one thing I really wanted to focus on. So like every step has pictures, lots and lots of pictures. So it was a lot of work to put it together, but it was super fun. And with that being said, I've gotten a few questions on how I got started in making a quilt pattern, how I learned how to do this, because before I had no idea, and I had always wanted to learn Adobe Illustrator, Adobe InDesign, all those products. So this was the perfect opportunity for me to start learning that, and it has really stretched me to in my creativity and what I know and how I know things. Now, the way that I learned it was a course, and it was an incredible course, very detailed. It was specifically for quilt writing, quilt pattern writing, and was incredible. Are there other ways to do it? Of course. If you already know Adobe Illustrator or Adobe InDesign, you probably could figure it out. But this course, just like I said, breaks everything down and was really, really helpful in explaining exactly how to do things, what is common in the quilt industry, how to write it, how to design it, stuff like that. So it really kind of opened my eyes. Is it for everybody? No, but I did want to share that if you are interested in writing your own quilt patterns, it's a great course. I'll put a link below for it. It's only open once a year. She does it because you have like live phone calls, well, live Zoom calls or whatever it is they used, I forgot. But I did it a couple years ago, and yeah, so much good information. And it is opening today. I think the day I've released this video is the day that it's open, and I believe it's only open for a couple weeks to register, and then it begins. And so if you have any questions about that course, let me know. But that was how I learned to even write a quilt pattern. I mean, obviously I've quilted and looked at patterns for years and years and years, but that just kind of brought it all together, especially the Adobe Illustrator, Adobe InDesign part of it. Makes a huge difference. And then figuring it out, then trying to like figure it out on my own. I don't think I would have ever written a quilt pattern on my own, because there's just so many details that you don't even think of that go into it. And that is what was also really cool about writing my own quilt pattern is it has helped me appreciate the time, effort, and work that other designers put into quilt patterns or bag designs or clothing designs. Like, it's crazy. And this is, like I said, a good beginner sewist quilt, or confident beginner is what I have on here. But like the more advanced ones, I'm just, my brain still is like, how much time and effort and thought they've put into that quilt pattern is incredible. So it's really made me appreciate those and be like, okay, I want to spend my hard-earned money on those quilt patterns because they deserve that. They deserve the support. They deserve all the love because they worked really hard for this. So it's been really fun to experience that for myself, and I hope to have more quilt patterns. Is it a priority at the moment? I don't know, but I want it to be in some cases, just because I have ideas that I want to get out there, you know? There's so many great ideas, but there's also room for more, which is the really fun thing about the quilt industry and all the creative people in it. There's always new and fun and exciting ideas happening and people contributing to it, and I just love it, and I love supporting all these other quilt designers as well. So it's been super fun. But I just wanted to share my new quilt pattern, the Muse, with you. I'm going to put a special discount code and information for you to get your own copy down below in the description. And if you have any questions about the pattern or quilt pattern making or the course, which I'll again put a link down below for that as well, any other questions about it, please let me know. I'm happy to answer more questions. And I'm probably gonna do some like follow-up videos on making my next version of this. It's gonna be super fun. I picked out some fabrics and they all have a pattern. None of them are solids. This is an all solid quilt, which is kind of rare for me. But I decided for like the sample quilt, that was probably gonna be best, just to keep it simple. But this next version, they all have prints, and I think it's gonna be super fun. So I think I'm gonna do videos following along on that process. So make sure you are subscribed and stay tuned for those. I'll probably do like the cutting out video and then tips and tricks on putting blocks together and how to get points matching and all that good stuff to help you sew your best quilts. So make sure you're subscribed so you can follow along for all those details, and make sure to give this video a thumbs up so that I know you guys like content like this, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye!